Chapter 15, How to Outwit the Six Ghosts of Fear. Now, Napoleon Hill takes us through this journey of understanding throughout this entire book, of learning the principles of success. And this chapter really highlights the common fears that most people feel. And he underscores the fact that these fears are learned. They are environmental more than anything, and we can decide not to be afraid anymore. We can apply the principles that he's given us throughout this entire book so that we can live in a manner that allows us to live our best life without these fears holding us back. And one of the things that he teaches us is throughout this entire book is self-analysis. And he wants us to take the time to ask these questions of ourselves and to give honest answers, right? So he wants us to see where we are missing the mark, as it were. Where do we need to focus our attention? What principles do we need to really exude in order for us to reach our best life? So he starts off with, do you complain of feeling badly? And if so, what is the cause? And so this is directly related to the cause of, or the fear of ill health, right? And that type of thing. And then he's asking if we find fault with people. And do we feel self-pity? He goes through all of these questions and he wants us to rate ourselves. And the other thing that he really wants us to do is state your questions out loud, the answers to the questions out loud. And as we've found throughout this book, that speaking out loud brings to life what it is we're thinking. So when we can hear ourselves answer these questions, one, we hear these answers out loud and it brings reality to them. So we're kind of brought into the moment a little bit more. But also it's a check on our honesty. If we hear it out loud and we're like, no, that's not correct, we can kind of talk ourselves into the correct answer. And he also asks the question, why? If so, why? If so, why? If not, why? Right? And when we can just go beyond saying yes or no, it's really important that we put into words why that's so. And the why is generally the paradigm, the program that's holding us back. Okay, so take the time to go through this self-analysis and really use it in the way that Napoleon Hill suggests. There's a reason why he suggests us to recite our answers out loud and to write them down, because then we can take inventory and notice how we've evolved throughout the time that we're studying. So thank you for joining me on this journey through Think and Grow Rich. And I hope that you will use these exercises and you find them valuable and useful and that they help you move forward. And there are lots of other ways that you can continue to move forward with me, and I'll talk about that in the next video.